Sign
If
some
you're looking
cheats,
for the
baby.
cheapest coins in Madden 23, head over to AOEAH.com. They are
Let's take a
fast
quick
and
fucking
reliable. And make sure you use
dab.
code WOLF for 3% off. Link is in the description. Today, I'm going to show you guys how to set up man defense properly out of the $3-2 Kansas City Chiefs defensive playbook. Before we get into it, make sure you drop a like, subscribe, become a member. Full scheme breakdowns are in there. Wild Trill Week, Trey White Flex, tight offset, tight end. We have the nickel over, the 4-6 defense, and the dollar full scheme breakdown. So we have everything you need to compete at a high level. We also have the bunch scheme, which is based off the Buccaneers' ability with Hot Route Master and stuff like that. So check it out. I'll be doing a lot of updates and upgrades for the rest of the Madden 23 season to the schemes. So stay tuned to the main channel because they are coming. Probably going to drop the stack wide flex as well. And maybe 3-3-5 wide. I don't know. We'll see how effective it is. I have to take it into the lab and see just how good it is. Now, $3-2, okay? The play that we're going to talk about today is going to be the cover two-man blitz. All right, now there's different setups, different styles and techniques that you can do. Try to glitch out from offense or just run max coverage. As far as personnel, you want to put your fastest safety. So here we have Winfield. He's not our fastest, but we like his overall. We're going to keep it there, but we also have bunting. So find the speed. I know that speed from McCollum is probably faster, but I'm not going to make those adjustments right now. You can put safeties in these positions where you have the linebackers. We have White and we have David, but we're going to keep them because I like to see some of them, you know what I mean? And then as far as line, best pass rushers, you know what I mean? As long as we have Beta in there, he's got some pretty good abilities that you can use to try to stop the runs and stuff like that. But let's talk about it. Cover two-man blitz. All right. Now we're just gonna run it stock. All right, and we can run it against anything, I guess, on offense. So let's just go ahead and go vertical for now. Okay. Now the way I run this right here, okay, there's different variations. So first thing I identify is this guy right here that's on the running back. Sometimes what I'll do is I will just manually man up this guy to the running back, and then I'll come over here. Now, there is kind of a glitchy setup that you can use. I don't know if they allow you, to be honest with you. Let me go ahead and blitz him again. Let me QB contain real quick because I want to see. Oh, this was part of the patch. This was part of the patch right here. This thing right here where this guy used to turn into a contain used to be money, but I think they did away with it. So let's just go ahead and man up the running back. First thing I do, now it's two man under, so it's situational how you're going to play this, okay? If they need short yards, you shade underneath again. Now, cover two man is a shading underneath automatically in its base coverage, right? It's underneath and inside. So remember that if you just choose a stock, it's underneath and inside. However, a lot of the times when you're running cover two man or cover one, you have to reshade because it's not as good as if you just reshaded yourself. So we're going to shade underneath, and you have to pick your poison. What do you think they're going? Inside, outside. Now, we did select verticals. So this means that if we do not have the speed, his running back's going to cook us on an in route on that vertical. However, in a game, you don't know. Now, your responsibility, if it's short yardage situation, is to cover probably the back end or a drag coming over or the trail route coming from the tight end. So if they're running like the trail plays, right? What's it called in the playbook?
God damn
I
it,
think it's
we're
called
gonna get
trail.
to a game.
You'll have your tight end coming in on a man feeder, so you have to be careful. Anything over the middle of the field to stop over the middle. So this is your base setup. See what we get away with here. Let's let them snap the ball. Boom, we come this way. Let's see what's open. And like I said, the running back gets open on these in routes just because of the stock route from the running back.
Let's hit the
So we
mute
know
for a
that.
little bit.
One thing
Can't
we
let
can
them
do
hear us
is
trying to get
if
ourselves
those type
together.
of routes are killing you, you want to put David
about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Herbert going to go to the air right away. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. That's again complete to Palmer. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it'll be 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. And Allen's got it. On the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Okay, good shit.
We'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no move. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the...
YouTube channel. Today is the day that we moved the Coots recipe, the soil that we made by hand.
Did I just decline your shit? I thought I
accepted.
accepted.
We have to build our 4x4 grassroots living soil bed that we're going to be using in there. I want to talk to you about the bed. I've got the PVC and the cutters, so I'll be able to show you that process. But in the last episode, I showed you how to make it, and I want to revisit that because now it's been over the weekend. One of the things that I mentioned is you can use the soil right away, but if you chose to set it aside for a few days and let it kind of activate, it would warm up just a little bit, and it would come to life. I want to show you what that looks like, and then we're just going to move the soil. When we're done with that, as the last part of this episode, we're actually going to be determining the sex via DNA testing of a whole bunch of the seedlings that we have. And to do it, I just need to trim a little piece of the plant off, put it in with an ID number. We want to document the process so you know every step of what it took to get to the end result. Got the thermometer, got the tarp, got the shovel. I'm going to be bucketing it in, but for now, let's take a look under there and peek at the soil. I'll get a reading, and then we'll move it in there. So, this, that's what I want to see. All right, right away, you can see some of this white mycelial growth. Looks beautiful. It's activated by the moisture and the biology in the soil, and it starts to come out. And when you add, like,
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Dallas Cowboys. Brett Maher has this one teed up, and we are underway here at AT&T Stadium. Pulls it in at the 13. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
It may go wrong, and that's a process not of how hot it is outside. This could be ice cold if it is.
Looking to throw right away. Pickett eluding the pressure right. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
And if you put it in smaller containers, it works because you're going to be breaking the pile apart. But I want you to do
so after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Pickett back to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Pickett, he's going to throw it again.
There you go.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Pickett will look to throw it here. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Pickett. And that is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
Now when you walk, the roots go here, and they go down, and then they airprint. Or a lot of times they airprint on the side, causing dry pockets all the way around your soil. When you have dry pockets on the soil, that's pulling to the side with these cavities in there. I just really like this particular living soil bed, so that's why we're going to use it. I'm going to get started on making it, and then we'll show you what it looks like when it's fully popped up, and we'll put the soil in. First, I'm going to cut the frame. Then I'll put a piece in and just measure out the legs, and we'll go from there. You can do it any order you want. It doesn't really matter.
Can I get a motherfucking game in?
Now, it can't be exactly that long because I've got a corner. I'm going to take the end piece and show you so we can see how much room. Now, it's only going to go into about there. So what I need to do is leave that extra inch on each side for my measurements so that I don't cut a perfect 4-foot piece and then realize the whole thing is bigger than my bed.
Can't handle Cowboy
so take
on
note. Now,
Cowboy.
this is a 4x4. You might be wondering, well, man, I was about to cut them 4 feet long. Why are they less than that? I paid for a 4x4. Well, it's about 46 inches. And the reason for that is you want this to fit in a 4x4 flood tray. And over time, they just had enough people demanding that they decided to make their standard offering something that would fit inside a grow tent, inside a blood tray. That's the measurement idea. That's why I didn't just go out here and cut 48-inch pieces. Cut the first one. I'm just going to slide it through, make sure that it looks like it's about right. And for those of you wondering, this is all 1-inch PVC. Now I'm going to cut them all 43 inches. It looks perfect. Okay, all 4 frame supports that are going to go around the edge. I'm going to cut the legs now so that when I start to build this, it'll hold itself up, and the legs going down, it's almost going to be in there. So I need to cut it so it's barely above the edge there. So that's how I'm going to take my measurement. Okay, I've done this before, but I also don't want to tell you something wrong. So we'll double check it again and make sure. I'm just lining it up to about where I want it to be. Looks like 60 is going to be perfect.
Can we get a full game, though?
My 4 horizontal beams that are basically going to be holding this together, and I've got the 4 vertical legs that are going to go inside.
We
really
both fucked up, but they got further than us.
Might as well, I'm here. At least give it a basic wipe down. So first,
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. Brett Maher has this one teed up, and we are underway here at AT&T Stadium. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
I'm just going to do it where I make the soil. I put the soil in, and that's the Coots method, and it's going to work really well. But I want you to know that there's a lot you can do with these beds. Another thing you can do indoors, which with really fun to do.
Hurts throwing right away. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. It's caught by Sanders. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
And I want to make sure my character over there, if you see, that's going to be coming in and hitting the bed. But more than likely, bring that tube in all the way around the corner of the bed and put it in the middle of the grow tent there. Let's talk really quick seedlings in this area. I moved the table out so I could walk in. You can see some of the seedlings over here. We're about to do our sex testing. So all the younger ones for the second round of seeds, and all the bigger ones are kind of...
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
In the previous series, we waited 6-7 weeks. All these would be in one gown, be getting very big. Then we finally be able to see that they were male or female. Then we go transplant. Well, I want to do that sooner. I want to put younger plants in these beds. And so to get there, I've got a couple steps. One, we're going to get the results back.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get this to the 32.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. I wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. But first down, Hurts. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 2nd and 7. In motion goes the tight end. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That good for 22 and a first down. Well, you hate that for him. He gets so close on the big run, but has him in excellent position.
And I know there's plenty of competitive spirit on the defensive side of the ball, but part of me wonders if they would have just preferred him to go ahead and take it into the end zone rather than deal with him again on a likely carry on this down.
Oh, the sneak, it's Hurts. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. Boy, tie game, first quarter, but still they're going to go with the onside kick. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's get right back up in there.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay. A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Pollard going to try the right side. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 25. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. It's a keeper with Prescott. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
And when all you want to do is keep your drive going, quarterback sneak's a great call, isn't it? Pick it up, get a new set of downs.
And on 3rd down, usually you think 4th down quarterback sneak. There, though, it worked on 3rd. First down run with Elliott, going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Rush coming in, he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Elliott, and he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Marr now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. From the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback. The ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go to Elliott again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Prescott to throw on fourth. This is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 41, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And it'll be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Boy, the coverage there, airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot in the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they could clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Throwing is Hurts.
Oh, I fucked that up.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get on the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Smart baby.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half all time on the scoreboard. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you've given good field position here to start the third quarter. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Elliott. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Prescott off play action. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 16-yard touchdown, as his guys have now moved out in front.
So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the 2nd half.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. From the 10. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start with a handoff to Sanders. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run with Sanders off the option. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Tenth carry now for Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now a give here to Pollard. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Prescott from the gun. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Noah Brown, 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
From the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 75 yards. And the Eagles are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
That was slipping. He got comfortable.
Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Finding room at midfield. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Then you can read between the two. So that's what we do. And it's not totally necessary.
A first down carry by Elliott. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third and short yardage. Prescott. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So a big one coming now for Brett Maher. This to perhaps salt this one away.
Motherfucker.
The kick by Maher is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch.
If I put the micronutrients in there, and we have 59% organic matter.
Alright, that's enough of the warm-up. Let's go and fuck with some goddamn duty.
It's going to complex a lot of those micronutrients. It's going to make it
That's what
harder
we
to
want
be
anyway.
as directly translatable as a regular agronomic soil, like out in your backyard.